on horses made of sticks. He wore black and I wore white. He would always win the fight. Bang, bang. He shot me down. Bang, bang.
What's up, Soul Tribe? It's your girl Dominique with Empathic Guidance, and I'm back with another video for you guys. Y'all, this is the first time my hair been flat iron in so many months, and y'all will be surprised at how long my hair grew in this short amount of time. But we're not here to talk about my hair because I know I'm always on that subject. But this weekend marked a very monumental time in my life where I definitely experienced the death of the ego, which I'm not very egoic to begin with. I feel like I'm very selfless and giving to people, and I kind of put my feelings last a lot when it comes to people. But I feel like even more death of the ego than what has already been had in the past has been extended even further. Hold on, y'all, because somebody coming. Anyway, y'all, as I was saying, somebody was walking by, and really I don't be wanting to mix work with my actual YouTube channel, just because I run the risk of definitely causing some conflict at work, because I know I got beliefs that's different than the beliefs of others, especially when it comes to work. A lot of people are Christian here by me being spiritual and more in the esoteric community. I don't want to, kind of confuse things and relationships with my coworkers. So that's the reason why it's not a secret, but I just choose to keep this part of my life separate from my work life, because I don't really get personal with people at work like I do with you guys. So anyway, like I said, I experienced the death of the ego this weekend, and it just really had me viewing things differently, especially love relationships and friendships and things like that I've been kind of like purifying my life, purifying from my life. And I mean, I know like love relationships and friendships should be something that we should have, but in the meantime, like when I say like good reciprocated energy, I notice I only see the reciprocation of like my good energy for a limited amount of time, and once I start to display like my vulnerability and my transparency to people, then I start to notice that each and every person that I cross paths with kind of get to taking advantage. Like I appreciate like information that's like shared between me and other people and stuff like that. But the one difference that I noticed between myself and other people is that like I'll be quick to like give people exposure. Like I'll be quick to like give people credit for the information that I gain from them, because I feel like that's what should be had. Like when you read a book and you write a book, when you read a book and you write a book report, you don't just put quotes out of that book without like putting that person's name. Like when people give me ideas, when people say things straight out their mouth to me as advice, and I pass that information on, I always make it be known that this is information that I am repeating from such and such, or I was talking to a friend such and such, and they put me up on the fact that fill in a blank, whatever the case is. And it's really disappointing to me that people will literally regurgitate information that I've given them and either give someone else credit for it or give themselves credit for it as if I didn't enrich their life in some way. And these would be the same people that I offer support to. These would be the same people that I bring more exposure to. And me having a platform, people should know that, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm looking for exposure. Nobody is on YouTube without wanting to get their message out to multiple thousands of people. So it's just like I notice with friendships, and the thing is that you can have friends that drain you on so many fucking levels, and people will point those friends out. Like people in the spiritual realm will point those friends out and say that those friends are toxic. But these same spiritual friends will do the same shit, and they don't think shit is toxic about it. They don't think nothing is wrong with it because they're not doing something negative, because they're not draining my finances. because they're not stealing actual tangible things from me. But in the same thing, in the same setting, you stealing my thoughts, you stealing my ideas, you voicing them out into the world as if they're your own thoughts and ideas. So if you don't think that that's thievery, then you fucked up in the head. You fucked up in the head, and you're not a good friend. And that's just the bottom line. And I'm like, when I say I'm harshly cutting off motherfuckers in my life, that's just not, that don't mean, I don't want to say these people don't necessarily mean me any good, but I feel like when it comes to certain things, people know. They know they right from wrong, because I will blatantly see right things rightfully exercised when it comes to other people, but because it seems like I'm just a welcome mat, that those same things aren't exercised properly with me, and I'm just not with it. Like, I don't want that. I don't like that. How didn't you know that I didn't want to share that same information that I shared with you to the public, but instead you regurgitating information that I give you without putting my name on it, you know what I'm saying, or giving somebody the credit, or showing somebody the respect for enriching your mind or for broadening your vision. Like, I don't even see how and or why that shit is okay to people, but it's definitely not okay to me at all. So, and practicing this whole like treating people the way they want to be treated is just not working for me, because I honestly do that and I don't get the same treatment in return, like, ever. And the worst thing that you can do when it comes to your connections with people is have expectations. So even something as simple as expecting somebody to treat you the way you treat them, no matter how good that is, it's like you setting yourself up for disappointment. Not only that, but attachment is the number one thing that leads to heartache, pain, disappointment, and everything else. Like, learn how to love and watch something grow from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started explaining this in one of my videos, but the same reason why I usually make lists and go by the list of things that I'm trying to talk about is the same reason why I got off subject right there in that video. But literally, what is attachment versus detachment is, like I said, you can plant a seed and stand over it and watch it grow, and it just seem like it's not growing, or like it's taking forever to grow. But if you plant that seed and you watch it and you love it for a distance without smothering it, then that's what's called detachment. And it takes a lot of strength to master detachment. And I hate to say, but it took a lot of traumatic situations for me to be able to master being able to just cut people off that I care about, because I see that our connection to each other, or our connection to each other, or the dynamic that we share, is either unhealthy or it's unbalanced in some kind of way. So it's not benefiting me it's not benefiting my mental state of being. It's not enriching me in any kind of way, because I'm in a situation where I'm giving, and the person that I'm around is taking and taking. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of things that I'm talking about, and those are the type of things that I'm learning to master detachment against, because I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? If you know that I'm also a spiritual leader, and I'm also trying to get my word out there, and we're supposed to be cool, and you know that you also have a platform and people also listen to you, then give the same credit where it's due as I give you and I give others. Because I don't just support one person. Anybody that I see that's out here trying to promote positivity and spirituality in a way that I agree with it, then I'm definitely going to show support, for the simple fact that, again, I practice what I preach, number one, and I practice treating people how I want to be treated. I'm not going to treat people like shit and expect them to praise the ground I walk on. And for some odd reason, people feel that type of entitlement with people. They expect to treat people like shit. They expect to treat people like they beneath them, and then continue to be put on a pedestal. But I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not. I've done that in a lot of relationships, and I've done that in a lot of friendships, and those are not genuine connections, people. And if you've been thinking that all along, or you just think, oh, they don't speak the same love language as me, it doesn't matter. If somebody cares about you, then they're going to have your best interest at heart. If you notice consistently that somebody is not trying to lift you up the way that you're lifting them up, then I'm sorry, but that is not signs that that person has your best interest at heart the way that you have their best interest at heart. So I'm gonna say it like many people have said it, simplify it down to the smallest fucking fraction. Stop giving to situations where motherfuckers is not giving to you. When it comes to emotional situations, stop pouring out your cup into these people's cup until your cup is empty, and then noticing that you being left to fend for yourself dehydrated. Stop doing that shit. Stop scraping off your plate into another person's plate just to find out that when their plate is full, you're being left hungry. You're being left hungry. You're being left to starve. You know what I'm saying? Stop promoting, supporting, pushing, using your energy to uplift someone else that will leave your ass to the ground. Leave your ass at ground level. Stop doing that shit. On friendship levels, romantic levels, you know, it doesn't matter. Everything in between that. Even family levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to be there for family members whom you know that if your ass is in a tight spot, they wouldn't do shit. They'll sit with $5,000 in the bank and tell you that, oh, well, this is going towards something, this, and that, as if they can't regain that shit. Yet and still, you'll give your last fucking dollar. For real, if the scales ain't balanced, leave that shit where it stands. Because again, I'm gonna speak about us always wanting to save people, us always wanting to heal people, us always wanting to fix people, but being left broken in the process. I am completely done with that type of energy. I don't give a fuck what's your purpose in my life. If I notice that you're not pouring into me energy the way that I'm pouring into you, you don't know how to reciprocate, you don't know how to even the scales, you don't know how to be as good of a friend as I am to you, you don't know how to be as dedicated of a lover as I am to you, then guess what? Your ass is going to be in my rearview mirror with the rest of people that I feel like didn't add or enrich my life. That was only adding negativity, that was only stressing me out, that I was just waiting around for to receive the same thing that I was given, and it never fucking happened. I don't have time in my life to wait anymore. My path is being walked as I speak. I don't have time to put shit on pause. And let me tell you guys something. Waiting for people, I don't give a fuck if it's your twin flame or not. Waiting for people only spiritually stagnates you. Don't wait for shit. Anybody that's not ready for you, move the fuck forward and allow them to catch up when it's time for them to catch up. Because divine timing is always at play. But when somebody is not ready for what you are strong enough and ready for, then move the fuck forward. And I'm saying that shit as harshly as possible because I want to help people, but I'm tired of fucking pacifying. I'm tired of patronizing people. Because when it's all said and done, when I need a good talking to, then people is letting that shit fly out their mouth any kind of way. So at this point, that's what I'm on. I'm on being honest, even if it's brutally. I cut my own mother out of my life because she's toxic, negative, and she enjoys being that way. She enjoys turning people over on their fucking heads with her bullshit. So if I don't even talk to the fucking woman that possesses the womb that I was born from, then guess what? Any and everybody the fuck else is irrelevant when it comes to my evolution. Shout out to D, the only one from Time, because honestly, whenever the fuck I'm feeling down, sick as fuck, then that's the only one that's sending fucking messages to my inbox on Facebook, to my Instagram Messenger, or commenting. Tommy, YouTube, Tommy, honestly, you're great too, but I'm just saying, D, the only one from Time, this person is somebody that has a spiritual purpose in my life, because outside of everybody that I trust, love, pour out of my cup to try to nurture, this is the one person that I can say reciprocates. In fact, I feel so bad because I feel like I stretch myself so thin for everybody else that once he comes to me with something enlightening or uplifting, that I barely have the energy to give back because I'm so drained from people that don't mean me any good. So that's why I have to give a shout out to you, D. You are greatly appreciated. The messages that you send, whether they be divinely guided or just from your own mouth thoughts or whatever, the channels that you share that uplift me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are greatly appreciated. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Because there's a lot of people that wouldn't give a damn if I was suffering, even if it was at the hands or the fucking words to them. but you care, and you fix problems that you don't even create. And that's why I appreciate you as a person and as a part of my soul tribe. And there's probably a lot more of you, but that's the one person that I feel deserves an actual shout out today. So this video is going on 14 minutes, and this is a lunchtime video. Y'all know I don't like to keep those long. I like those to be nice, short, and sweet. I'm loving my front here, y'all. It's grown so much. Yeah, I wear a sweater to work through the week because honestly, it's so cold with air conditioning in my job. So, but at the end of the day, Soul Tribe, I love you guys. The people that reciprocate my love and affection and my well wishes, my upliftment, you know that you are loved, appreciated, and that will never fade for me. As whoever continues to stay in my corner, just remember that it doesn't matter whether I reach 100,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers. It doesn't matter if I develop my own talk show or my own cooking show. It doesn't matter what fame comes my way. I'm gonna always be the same me. I'm never gonna let anything grow my ego to the point of forgetting where I came from and forgetting who was there as a source of knowledge, who was there to just help my evolution, you know what I'm saying, who actually cared about my evolution. People that gave me tips to get through things that were actually, you know, conflicting in my life and conflicting in my spiritual journey. So, you know, you people are appreciated. Even people that I started off being cool with, or I started off having connections with, and those connections didn't continue for whatever reason. Sometimes people come into your life, they have a purpose, their purpose expires, and they leave your life, and that's just what that is. And some people don't understand that it's a lot to swallow, especially when you feel like a lot of people that you felt like was supposed to stay in your life for a purpose or a reason beyond whatever they taught you or whatever short amount of time that they was there, and they didn't. It might seem painful because it seems like it happens all the time, or like why can't people just stay? But at the same time, trust the process, trust the universe. Whoever doesn't stay in your life, they wasn't meant to, and they will always be replaced by who was actually meant to. So always remember that moving forward. This is your girl Dominique with Empathic Guidance, and I'll be back with another video this evening, and I'll see you guys on that video. Peace.